Very good morning, class 12. So let's start the new topic today from the same book called Flamingo, in which we had number of interesting prose and the poetry. We have completed A Thing of Beauty, so now we are moving to a new chapter named as Indigo, written by Louis Fisher, 1896-1970. So this chapter is about indigo, basically. Indigo, a crop, a color, a dye actually. So it's about that. So let's discuss about Louis Fisher first. He served in British Army also as a volunteer for around 2 to 2.5 years. Then he was a great journalist, and the story deals about the history of our own country, the time period before independence, and the role of Gandhiji for this. And this is the excerpt taken from a book, The Life of Mahatma Gandhi. So one episode has been taken. So what exactly happened once Louis Fisher met Mahatma Gandhi, and he wrote a book on him, which was liked by many of the people. So this is one of the episode here. So let's discuss what this. So few things I'm telling you in advance only here. That, as I mentioned, this is indigo, a crop, a dye color, right? The blue one. With that, the role of Gandhiji, actually what happened, that the people, the sharecroppers, the peasants, those who were working, those who were harvesting it, they were facing the exploitation by the Britishers as they were ruling on us and at that time. So the exploitation was faced by the sharecroppers, and you know that at that time sharecroppers were not the ones who were able to raise their voice or opinion in front of the British ushers. They required one leader act. But to come up or to meet the leader also requires that determination, the power to raise a voice, if not in front of them, but to communicate with any powerful person. So same here, we are going to learn that how those Indian peasants were suffering and how Gandhiji helped them. So what was the suffering also, we will understand that, right? So what we are going to learn it here. So first thing is that in the year 1942, Louis Fisher met Gandhiji, and then he narrated the episode of 1917 of Champaran district. 1970 Champaran district, which is at the the foothills of Nepal. This district, this place is there. And it started in the year December 1916. Although this episode happened 1917 when Gandhiji went there, but this started in 1916, December 1916, when Gandhiji was in Lucknow. He was there for the INC meeting, Indian National Congress, and how the first time the thing happened there. There, a sharecropper, a peasant, Indian peasant, Rajkumar Shukla, who was uneducated, but he was so determined to fight for that exploitation, he went to meet Gandhiji because he heard about it, that he can help. And then the next things happened. So I'm reading it here, let's try to understand. Indigo Louis Fisher was born in Philadelphia. He served as a volunteer in British Army between 1918 and 1920. He made a career as a journalist and wrote the New York Times, the Saturday Review, and for European and Asian publication. He was also a member of the faculty at Princeton University. This excerpt taken from the life of Mahatma Gandhi. The book has been reviewed as one of the best books ever written on Gandhi by Times Educational Supplement. It says, when I is the author here, visited Gandhi in 1942 at his ashram in Sevagram in central India, he said, I will tell you how it happened, that I decided to urge the departure of the British. It was in 1917. It was in 1917. Now it says that when he met in 1942 there, so Gandhiji mentioned about the departure of the British and year 1917. He said he had gone to the December 1916 annual convention, that is the assembly meeting of INC in Lucknow. There were around 2,301 delegates, the representatives and many visitors. During the proceedings, Gandhi recounted. So Gandhi described, a peasant came up to me, looking like any other peasant in India, poor and emaciated, like the weakened one, and said, I am Rajkumar Shukla. So you need to remember this name. I am from Champaran and I want you to come to my district. So he was there to invite him to his district. Gandhi had never heard of this place earlier. It was in the foothills of the towering Himalayas near the kingdom of Nepal. Under an Asian arrangement, the Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of them. Although he was illiterate, but he was resolute, he was determined to do something. He had come to the Congress session to complain. He was there to meet Gandhiji to complain about the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar. And somebody had probably said, speak to Gandhi. So this place they are in the, near the kingdom of Nepal, that is the foothills of there, but this place is in Bihar. So he said that there was the exploitation, injustice happened, and someone said only Gandhi can help. Speak to Gandhi. That's why Rajkumar Shukla went there. Gandhi told Shukla that he had an appointment in Kanpur and was also committed to go to other parts of India. Although Gandhiji heard he wanted to help, but he had already prior appointment. So he said that he had already having appointments. So Shukla followed Gandhiji everywhere. Then Gandhi returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad. Shukla followed him there also. For weeks he never left Gandhi's side. So he was so determined that he just wanted to take Gandhiji at his place. But he was already busy with the other things, fighting for the country, for the freedom of our country. Fix a date, he begged, Shukla said. Impressed by the sharecropper's tenacity. Now tenacity is its firmness. And story, Gandhi said, I have to be in Calcutta on such and such date. Come and meet me and take me from there. So he fixed the date. On this and this date I will be at Calcutta. Come there and from there I will go with you. Months passed. Shukla was sitting on his haunches at the appointed spot in Calcutta when Gandhi arrived. So finally many months passed and he came. He waited till Gandhi was free. Then the two of them, now they both started their journey. They boarded a train for the city of Patna in Bihar. There Shukla led him to the house of a lawyer named Rajendra Prasad, who later became president of the Congress Party and of India. Shukla carried him to the Rajendra Prasad place earlier, although at that time he was just a lawyer. But later on became president of Congress Party and India also. He was out of the town at that time, but the servants were there. Servants knew Shukla as a poor yeoman. A yeoman is the small landlord. So his servants knew about it. Who pestered their master to help the indigo sharecroppers.